The soft glow of the laptop screen illuminates the darkened room, casting shadows that dance across the walls. I sit at the edge of the bed, the weight of uncertainty pressing down on my chest. It's been months since I noticed the change in MIA, my wife. The late-night chats, the whispered laughter in the other room, and the secretive glances she throws my way have stirred a storm of doubt within me. Today, I decide to confront my suspicions head-on. "Hey, MIA," I call out, trying to sound casual, but the tremor in my voice betrays me. "Can I ask you something?" She peeks her head out of the bathroom, a towel wrapped around her, droplets of water clinging to her hair. "Sure, babe." "What's up?" There's an innocence in her eyes, but I can't shake the feeling that it's all an act. I take a deep breath, bracing myself for what I'm about to do. "I've noticed you've been more active on social media lately. Is there someone special you've been chatting with?" Her expression falters for just a moment, an imperceptible flicker, but then she laughs lightly. "Oh come on, you know it's just friends from college. We share memes, that's all. You know how it is." I nod, but I'm not convinced. A knot tightens in my stomach as I contemplate the secret messages I've seen her typing late at night. I wait for her to leave the room, and then I turn to her phone, which lies innocently on the nightstand. Against my better judgment, I unlock it. My heart races as I navigate to the messaging app. There they are, months of conversations, filled with laughter and inside jokes. But what catches my eye are the attachments. I click on the latest one, my breath hitching in my throat. The video loads slowly, and as it plays, the world around me fades away. The bright lights of a sauna fill the screen, revealing MIA, her body glistening with moisture, laughing and wrapped in a towel. But then I see her companion, a girl, seemingly just as carefree, and then the scene shifts. Other figures appear in the frame, men, their faces obscured by the steam, but the laughter is unmistakable. The realization hits me like a sledgehammer. My wife is not just chatting, she is sharing intimate moments with others, enjoying herself without a care in the world. I can barely process it. "What the hell, MIA?" I mutter under my breath. The betrayal stings, igniting a fire within me. Just then, she walks back into the room, still unaware of the storm brewing inside me. "Everything okay?" she asks, her voice laced with false sweetness. "Yeah," I reply, forcing a smile that doesn't reach my eyes. "I just had a look at your social media. Seems like you've been pretty busy." Her expression shifts, a flicker of panic darting across her face. "What do you mean?" "Let's just say your definition of friends seems to include a lot more than I thought." The tension thickens as I toss the phone onto the bed, the screen still illuminated with their conversation. Mia's eyes widen, and her lips part in shock. "You went through my phone? That's an invasion of privacy." "Invasion? How about the invasion of trust, MIA?" I shoot back, my anger boiling over. "Do you think I would have to do this if you were honest with me?" "I can explain," she pleads, stepping closer. But I'm not ready to hear her excuses. "Explain what?" "How you've been entertaining yourself while I've been here, oblivious. How you've been lying to me?" I glare at her, my heart racing with betrayal. "Marty, please. It was just a silly thing. A little fun with friends. You know how it gets." "Fun? Is that what you call it?" I can't help but feel disgusted. "You're in a sauna, naked, with other people. You call that fun?" She falls silent, her face crumpling as reality sinks in. I didn't mean for it to happen this way. It just... Stop. Just stop. You made your choices, MIA, and I'll make mine. I can feel the control slipping from my grasp, but I need to stand firm. "What do you mean?" she asks, her voice trembling now. "I'm done," I say, each word a deliberate dagger. "I'm filing for divorce. I can't live like this anymore." Her face pales, eyes darting around the room as if searching for a way to fix this. "Marty, don't. We can work through this. Just give me another chance." "No more chances, MIA. You've ruined that privilege. I grab my keys, my resolve hardening as I step toward the door. She reaches out, but I can't look back. You'll regret this, she calls after me, her voice cracking. But I don't care. I slam the door behind me, a finality echoing through the empty hallway. The weight of betrayal fuels my steps as I head into the night, the cool air hitting my face like a splash of reality. MIA thinks she can continue her games without consequences. She doesn't know what I'm capable of. The thought of ruining her perfect little life is a comforting balm to my aching heart. As I drive away, a plan begins to form in my mind, a way to expose her, to let the world see the truth of who she really is. It's time to take back control. And this is just the beginning. The streets whip by as I drive aimlessly, my mind racing with thoughts of betrayal and vengeance. My heart pounds in my chest, echoing the heavy beat of my anger. I can't believe I'm actually leaving MIA and my wife, the woman I trusted. Each block I pass feels like a mile away from the life I thought we had built together. I need to talk to someone who can help me sort through this mess. I reach for my phone, scrolling through my contacts until I land on Jake's name. He's been my best friend since college, and I need his support now more than ever. Come on, pick up, I mutter, the phone ringing in my ear. Hey, man. What's up? Jake's voice booms through the receiver, cheerful and warm. Can we meet? I really need to talk, I reply, my tone grave. Sure. Where are you? Let's do the diner on 5th. I'll be there in 15. I hang up, my heart racing not just from the situation but also from the thoughts of revenge swirling in my mind. Pulling into the diner's parking lot, I spot Jake leaning against his truck, his broad shoulders silhouetted against the neon lights. He notices me and strides over, concern etched across his face. Marty, you look like hell. What's going on? Let's sit inside, I say, gesturing toward the diner. The familiar scent of coffee and bacon fills the air as we settle into a booth in the corner. Jake leans forward, his brow furrowed. You're scaring me, man. Just spill it. I take a deep breath, the weight of my revelation pressing down on me. Mia's been cheating on me. His eyes widen. What? Are you serious? I found videos, Jake. Her, naked, in a sauna with other people. It's worse than I thought. The words tumble out, heavy with betrayal. Jake's expression shifts from shock to anger. Damn, that's low. Have you confronted her? Yeah, I just left her. I told her I'm filing for divorce. He shakes his head, disbelief still lingering in his eyes. What are you going to do now? I want to make her pay. She can't just walk away from this. Look, I get that you're hurt, but is revenge really the answer? I lean back, frustration bubbling to the surface. What do you suggest I do? Just let it slide? Act like everything is fine? No way. Jake sighs, running a hand through his hair. You're right. But you need to be smart about this. Don't lose control. Just then, the door swings open, and a familiar figure enters. It's MIA, her expression a mixture of determination and desperation. My heart sinks. What the hell is she doing here? Marty, she calls, spotting us in the booth. Damn it, I mutter, but she's already making her way over. MIA, what are you doing here? I ask, trying to keep my voice steady. I came to talk, she replies, her eyes pleading. Please, just hear me out. Jake glances between us, clearly uncomfortable. Maybe we should give you two some space. No. Stay, please, MIA insists, her voice rising slightly. You need to know the truth, and I can't do this alone. I look at Jake, who shrugs, signaling that he'll stay, but with caution. Fine, I say, crossing my arms. Talk. MIA takes a deep breath, her expression softening. I didn't mean for things to get out of hand. It was a stupid mistake. Stupid? Is that what you call it? I interrupt, my voice laced with sarcasm. You were in a sauna, naked, with other men. How is that a mistake? It was just supposed to be fun. We were drinking, and things got out of control. It didn't mean anything. Didn't mean anything? I echo, disbelief washing over me. You think I'm going to believe that? You think I can just forget? Marty, please. Her voice breaks, and for a moment, I see the vulnerability behind her bravado. I've made mistakes, but I love you. I want to make this right. Jake shifts uncomfortably beside me, sensing the tension rising. Maybe we should take a step back here, he says quietly. No. I shout, slamming my hand on the table, causing nearby patrons to glance over. You don't get to come back and act like this is something we can fix. You've shattered my trust. Mia's eyes well with tears, but I refuse to let my heart soften. I can't do this, I say, standing up abruptly. Please, don't walk away, she begs, her voice trembling. But I shake my head, turning to Jake. Let's go. Wait. You don't understand. MIA cries, reaching out for me. Understand what? That you've betrayed me? I retort, my heart racing as I push through the diner door, the cold air hitting me like a slap. Jake follows, concern etched on his face. Marty, maybe you should at least hear her out. I don't want to hear it, Jake. She had her chance, and she blew it. As I get into my car, I see MIA standing by the diner's entrance, tears streaming down her cheeks. It's a sight that would have broken me once, but now it fuels my resolve. Let's go, I say to Jake, my voice firm. He hesitates but eventually nods, climbing into the passenger seat. Just be careful, okay? I know you're hurting, but don't do anything stupid. As I pull away, I glance in the rearview mirror one last time. MIA stands there, small and defeated. I can't afford to feel sorry for her now. It's time for me to reclaim my life. The next few days are a blur of emotions. I oscillate between anger and a twisted sense of liberation. Each time I think about MLA, my blood boils, igniting a fire of determination. I spend hours at work, focusing on my projects to distract myself. But my mind keeps drifting back to the video, the laughter, the betrayal. On Friday, as I'm wrapping up at the office, I get a text from Jake, meet me at the bar tonight. I have a plan. Intrigued, I agree. The dim lighting of the bar offers a reprieve from the outside world. I spot Jake already nursing a drink when I arrive. Hey, man, he greets, a sly grin on his face. I've been thinking about your situation, and I might have a way to help you out. I raise an eyebrow, taking a seat across from him. What do you mean? There's a girl I know, Lisa. She's a social media influencer and is great with tech. She can help you dig deeper into Mia's online life. If there's more to find, she'll uncover it. Really? I can't help but feel a flicker of hope. You think she'd be willing to help? Definitely. She owes me a favor, he replies, taking a sip of his drink. I'll text her, see if she can meet us. Moments later, Jake's phone buzzes, and he looks up with a grin. She's on her way. Just sit tight. I lean back, considering the possibilities. If I can find more evidence against MIA, it could strengthen my case for divorce and give me the leverage I need to show her the consequences of her actions. Here she is, Jake says, nodding toward the entrance. I turn to see a woman walk in, her presence commanding attention. Lisa has an air of confidence, her long hair cascading over her shoulders, and she strides towards us with purpose. Jake! Good to see you, she says, leaning down to give him a quick hug before turning to me. And you must be Marty. I've heard a lot about you. Nice to meet you, I reply, trying to match her energy. Jake gestures for her to sit. We were just discussing some things you might help Marty with. Let's hear it, she replies, leaning in, her interest piqued. I need to find out more about my wife's online activities, I say, my voice steady. I suspect she's been hiding things, and I want to know the full extent of her betrayal. Lisa's expression shifts to one of understanding. I can help with that. I have tools to track online interactions and can access private accounts if you have her usernames. Her social media is all public, but she might have some private chats, I admit. I've seen her on Instagram and Snapchat mostly. All right. Give me the details, and I'll see what I can do. She pulls out her phone, fingers flying over the screen as I provide her with the necessary information. As she works, I glance at Jake, who gives me an encouraging nod. The hope of uncovering more secrets swells inside me. Got it! Lisa exclaims, looking up from her phone. I'll need a few hours, but I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Lisa. I really appreciate this, I say, feeling a sense of camaraderie forming between us. Don't mention it. I love a good mystery, she replies, a mischievous glint in her eye. The evening unfolds with light conversation, easing the tension that had gripped me since Mia's revelation. But in the back of my mind, a plan begins to solidify. I won't just expose MIA, I'll make sure she knows the depths of my pain and betrayal. As the night wears on, I feel a shift within me. No longer just the wronged husband, I'm transforming into someone with purpose. I glance at Lisa, who's laughing at something Jake said, and I realize that maybe there's more to this than just revenge. Perhaps it's also about reclaiming my own identity and self-worth. After a few more drinks, we say our goodbyes, and as I walk to my car, I can't shake the feeling that something big is coming. My life is about to change, and I'm ready to embrace whatever comes next. The next morning, my phone buzzes with a message from Lisa. I found something. We need to meet. A chill runs down my spine as I read her words. This is it, the moment I've been waiting for. I quickly text back, where? Her reply is swift, same bar, noon. It's important. As I pull into the parking lot, I can feel the adrenaline surging. I take a deep breath, steeling myself for whatever revelations await. Hey, you made it. Lisa greets me as I walk in, her face serious. What did you find? I ask, anxiety creeping into my voice. She gestures for me to sit, and as I do, I can see Jake's concerned expression. You need to brace yourself, she says, pulling out her phone. What I uncovered goes beyond what you expected. What do you mean? I press, my heart racing. Let me show you. As she pulls up a series of screenshots, my world begins to tilt on its axis once more. The bar buzzes with activity, the midday crowd a mix of patrons seeking solace in cold beers and greasy burgers. I take a seat across from Lisa, my pulse quickening as I wait for her to reveal what she's discovered. Jake sits beside me, a protective presence as he leans in, curiosity etched across his face. I found something you need to see, Lisa says, her voice low. She pulls out her phone, her fingers gliding over the screen. You're going to want to sit down for this. I lean closer, my heart racing. What did you find? She glances around the bar, ensuring no one is eavesdropping. I accessed Mia's Instagram and Snapchat, and it's worse than you imagined. She's not just flirting with people, she's been arranging meetups. What do you mean? I ask, the unease in my stomach tightening. Look at this, she says, flipping her phone around to show me a series of images. The first is a blurry photo of MIA at a club, a drink in her hand, surrounded by unfamiliar faces. I squint at the screen, barely able to recognize her. Is that? Jake starts, but I cut him off. Yes, that's her, I confirm, my voice a mix of disbelief and anger. Lisa swipes to the next image. This was posted just last week. She tagged this guy, Evan, I think. He's someone she's been hanging out with frequently. Look at the messages. She scrolls down, revealing a thread of messages that send my heart into overdrive. They're flirtatious, filled with emojis and laughter, but it's the explicit nature of some that makes my stomach churn. Damn, Jake mutters, leaning back in his seat, clearly taken aback. Keep scrolling, Lisa urges, her expression grave. The next set of images is a video clip, and as it plays, my blood runs cold. It's a dimly lit room filled with laughter and music, and there's MIA, dancing provocatively with Evan, her laughter ringing out like a siren's call. I can't believe what I'm seeing, the betrayal cuts deeper than I thought possible. Is that? I stammer, the words catching in my throat. Yeah, that's definitely her. And look at the comments, Lisa replies, her tone serious. The comments are a mix of praise and crude remarks, but one stands out. Can't wait to see you again, babe. Let's make it wild next time. I feel a surge of fury wash over me. How can she do this? How can she just flaunt it like it's nothing? Jake runs a hand through his hair, clearly disturbed. This is beyond cheating. This is like a whole new level. I take a deep breath, trying to rein in the chaos in my mind. I need to confront her again. This time, I won't hold back. Are you sure that's a good idea? Jake asks, concern in his voice. She's unpredictable right now. I don't care, I snap, my anger propelling me forward. She needs to know that I know. Lisa looks at me, her expression earnest. Marty, if you confront her, be prepared for her to twist the story. She might play the victim again. I nod, steeling myself for what's to come. I'm ready for whatever she throws at me. I need to put an end to this once and for all. We finish our drinks in silence, the atmosphere heavy with unspoken thoughts. As I rise to leave, Lisa grabs my arm. Wait. If you're going to do this, let me help. I can record the conversation if things get out of hand. I hesitate but then agree. All right. Let's do it. As we head toward Mia's apartment, my heart races with a mix of dread and anticipation. The skyline looms in the distance, each building a reminder of the life I thought I had. When we arrive, I take a moment to collect my thoughts before knocking on the door. A few moments pass, and then the door swings open. MIA stands there, her eyes wide with surprise, clearly unprepared for my visit. Marty? What are you doing here? Can we talk? I reply, my voice steady. She glances at Lisa, who stands slightly behind me, and her expression shifts to one of guarded curiosity. Sure. Come in. As I step inside, I can't help but notice how different the apartment feels. Once a sanctuary, now it's just a reminder of shattered trust. MIA crosses her arms, her posture defensive. What's going on? You can't just show up like this. I take a deep breath, the weight of the evidence heavy in my pocket. I know about Evan. I know everything. Her eyes narrow, and for a moment, I see fear flicker across her face. What are you talking about? Cut the crap, MIA. I saw the messages. I saw the video. You've been lying to me this whole time. She stumbles back, the shock evident. That's not what it looks like. It was just a phase. I was trying to find myself. Find yourself? By sleeping around? I scoff, anger bubbling to the surface. Lisa takes a step forward, her phone discreetly recording. MIA, you need to be honest with him. This isn't just a misunderstanding. Mia's face flushes with indignation. Who are you to judge me? You don't know anything. I know enough, I shoot back, my patience wearing thin. You've been out there having fun while I was at home, believing in our marriage. You've humiliated me, and now it's time for you to face the consequences. Consequences? MIA laughs, a bitter sound. You think you can just throw me away? You'll regret this, Marty. I step closer, my voice low and intense. Regret what? Finally standing up for myself? I'm done playing your games, MIA. This ends today. Her bravado starts to crumble, and I can see her panic rising. You're being unreasonable. You don't understand how hard this has been for me. I understand that you've lied, cheated, and destroyed what we had, I reply firmly. And now, I'm taking control of my life. Suddenly, the anger dissipates from her face, replaced by a desperate plea. Marty, please. Just give me another chance. I can change. No, you can't. You've shown your true colors. This isn't something I can forgive. I pull out my phone, showing her the incriminating messages. Look at this. Do you really think I can just overlook what you've done? Her eyes widen in horror as she reads the words on the screen. That doesn't mean anything. Those are just words. Words that reflect your actions, MIA. You think I'm just going to stand by while you play the victim? The fight drains from her, and she sinks onto the couch, her head in her hands. I messed up. I didn't mean to hurt you, Marty. I can see the cracks in her facade, but I'm not falling for it again. You've had your chance to explain, and you've failed. I'm filing for divorce, and there's nothing you can say that will change my mind. Just then, Jake's phone buzzes, and he checks it quickly. Guys, we should wrap this up. I just got a message from someone I know at the police station. There's been a disturbance in the area. MIA looks up, her eyes wide. What kind of disturbance? Sounds like a fight broke out at one of the nearby bars, Jake replies, his brow furrowing. I think we should head out. I take one last look at MIA, her face a mixture of desperation and regret. This isn't over, Marty, she says quietly. You'll see. Don't count on it, I reply, turning to leave. As we step out into the cool air, I feel a sense of finality wash over me. I'm done with MIA and her games. With Lisa's help, I'm ready to take back control of my life and expose the truth behind the facade. Where to next? Jake asks as we walk toward the car. Let's get out of here, I say, determination fueling my steps. We need to figure out our next move. I glance back at Mia's apartment one last time, knowing this is just the beginning of my journey. I refuse to let her ruin me any longer. The battle may have just begun, but I'm ready to fight for my freedom. The tension in the air feels palpable as I drive away from Mia's apartment, my mind racing with thoughts of the confrontation. I glance at Jake, who's silent beside me, deep in thought. What now? He finally asks, breaking the silence. We need to figure out how to make this public, I reply, my voice steady. MIA has been lying to everyone, and I want her to face the truth of what she's done. Jake nods, but concern lingers in his eyes. Are you sure this is the best way to go about it? What if it backfires? I'm done playing nice, Jake. She's made her choices, and now I'm making mine. As we drive toward the diner to meet Lisa, I can feel the fire of determination fueling me. This isn't just about revenge anymore, it's about reclaiming my life and showing MIA that her actions have consequences. When we arrive, Lisa is already seated, scrolling through her phone. She looks up, her expression brightening as we approach. Hey! What's the plan? I need you to help me expose MIA for who she really is, I say, leaning in closer. We can't just let her get away with this. I want to gather evidence and share it with everyone she knows. Lisa raises an eyebrow. Are you sure you want to go this far? This could get really messy. I don't care. I need her to understand that this is unacceptable. I want everyone to see the truth. Jake shifts uncomfortably but doesn't say anything. He seems caught between wanting to support me and fearing the repercussions of what I'm suggesting. Okay, Lisa agrees, her tone firm. I'll help. I'll post about it on my social media, but we need to be careful about how we frame it. We want to stick to the facts. I nod, feeling a sense of urgency wash over me. Let's do it. I want to make sure everyone knows what kind of person she is. Over the next hour, we brainstorm ways to craft the perfect post that will expose Mia's betrayal. We gather screenshots of the messages, the videos, and everything else that illustrates her deceit. My heart races with every piece of evidence we compile, a mix of anger and relief coursing through me. As we prepare to post everything online, I can't help but feel a sense of power returning to me. This is my chance to take control of the narrative and finally confront MIA in the way she deserves. All right, here we go, Lisa says, her fingers hovering over the screen. Ready to hit send? Wait, I say, my pulse quickening. Let's make sure it's perfect. I scan through the content one last time, ensuring it accurately represents the truth. This is it, I declare, my heart pounding. Let's expose her. With a deep breath, Lisa presses the button, and in that moment, I feel a mix of triumph and trepidation. It's done. The world will soon know the truth about MIA. As we sit in silence, waiting for the reactions to pour in, my phone buzzes incessantly with notifications. I watch as friends and acquaintances start to react, their shock and disbelief flooding my screen. Just then, my phone rings, and I see Mia's name flash across the screen. She's calling, I say, my heart racing. Should I answer? Put her on speaker, Jake suggests, leaning closer. All right, I say, accepting the call. MIA, what do you want? Marty, her voice comes through, strained and panicked. I saw what you posted. How could you do this to me? You mean how could you betray me? You're the one who put this out there. I was trying to explain, she pleads. You can't just air our dirty laundry like this. It's not fair. Fair? You think this is about fair? I shout, anger boiling over. You betrayed me, MIA. You lied to my face, and now everyone deserves to know the truth. This isn't just about us anymore, she cries, her voice breaking. You're ruining my life. I didn't ruin it. You did that all on your own, I retort, feeling the weight of her actions press down on me. Don't you see? You're making this worse for yourself too. What are people going to think of you? I scoff, the bitterness rising in my throat. Let them think what they want. I'm done pretending like everything is fine. I can't believe you're doing this. I thought you loved me, she shouts, desperation creeping into her voice. Love? You don't even know the meaning of the word. I shoot back, my heart racing with anger. You betrayed everything we built together. The line falls silent for a moment, and I can hear her breathing heavily. I'll make you regret this, Marty. You'll see. Regret what? Standing up for myself? You're delusional, MIA. This is over. With that, I hang up, the finality of the action reverberating in my mind. I can't let her manipulate me any longer. The next few hours are a whirlwind of activity. Mia's friends begin to unfollow her online, and the comments on the post range from supportive to downright vicious. I can feel a sense of vindication with every new notification. Then, a message pops up from an unknown number. Curiosity piqued, I click on it. Marty, it's Evan. We need to talk. My heart sinks. I hadn't considered the possibility of Evan reaching out. What does he want? I mutter. Jake leans in, his voice low. Are you going to respond? I hesitate, then type back, what do you want? The reply comes quickly. I know things got out of hand, but MIA is not who you think she is. I need you to hear me out. My gut instinct is to ignore him, but something stops me. Fine. Let's meet. Jake raises an eyebrow. Are you sure about this? He's the last person you should trust. I need to know what he has to say, I reply, my voice firm. We agree to meet at a nearby coffee shop, and as I drive there, uncertainty washes over me. What could he possibly have to say that I don't already know? When I arrive, I spot Evan seated at a corner table, looking anxious. I take a deep breath and approach him. Thanks for meeting me, I say, keeping my tone neutral. Yeah, well, I figured you'd want to hear what I have to say, he replies, avoiding eye contact. I sit down, crossing my arms. Get to it. MIA and I didn't plan any of this, he starts, his voice shaky. She approached me, wanting to have fun. I thought it was harmless. But she's been using me. What do you mean? I ask, my interest piqued despite my anger. She told me things about you, how unhappy she was. I didn't realize how serious it was until after the fact. I scoff. She used you to fill a void, and now you're trying to justify your involvement? Evan holds up his hands, frustration evident. No, I'm just saying that MIA has been playing both sides. She's not just a victim in this. What do you mean? I demand, my heart racing. She told me she was planning to leave you. I didn't know you were still together, he admits, looking genuinely remorseful. The revelation hits me like a punch to the gut. So she's been lying to both of us? Evan nods. I think she wanted to keep her options open. She didn't want to fully commit to either of us. I lean back, trying to process everything. So this was all part of her game? Pretty much, Evan replies, his voice heavy with regret. I didn't realize how deep it went until it was too late. I run a hand through my hair, anger boiling inside me. This isn't over. I'm going to make sure everyone knows the truth about MIA. Just be careful, he warns. She's not as innocent as she pretends to be. If she feels cornered, she might lash out. I leave the coffee shop, my mind racing. The truth is far more twisted than I imagined. MIA has been playing us both, manipulating every situation to her advantage. When I get home, I sit down at my laptop, determined to piece together everything I've learned. I start drafting another post, this time focusing on her manipulations and lies. Just as I hit send, my phone buzzes again. It's a message from Emily, you'll regret everything you've done, Marty. This isn't over. A chill runs down my spine. What's she planning? I whisper to myself. The feeling of unease settles in as I realize that this battle is far from over. The game MIA has been playing has escalated, and I'm right in the middle of it. As the days unfold, the fallout from the post begins to ripple through our circles. Friends I thought I could trust begin to turn against me, swayed by Mia's desperate attempts to paint herself as the victim. Then, one night, I receive an anonymous tip that MIA is planning to confront me at a party we're both invited to. Be careful, the message reads. She's not done with you yet. I share this information with Jake and Lisa, who look concerned. You need to be ready for anything, Jake warns. I will be, I reply, determination hardening in my voice. The night of the party arrives, and as I walk into the crowded room, my heart pounds with a mix of excitement and dread. I scan the faces, searching for MIA among the throng of people. When I finally spot her, she's surrounded by a group of friends, laughing as if nothing is wrong. But I know better. This facade is just another layer of her manipulation. As I approach, Mia's laughter dies down, and she turns to face me, her expression shifting from joy to anger in an instant. Look who decided to show up, she says, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Can we talk? I demand, ignoring the tension in the air. She smirks, crossing her arms. What's there to talk about? You've already aired our dirty laundry. I take a deep breath, my anger simmering beneath the surface. This isn't just about the posts anymore. You've hurt me and manipulated everyone around us. It's time you faced the consequences. She steps closer, her eyes blazing. You think you're some kind of hero, don't you? You've turned everyone against me. Do you really think they'll believe you? Believe me or not, it doesn't matter, I reply, my voice steady. I know the truth, and soon everyone else will too. Just then, Evan approaches, sensing the tension. MIA, maybe we should all just cool down, he suggests, trying to defuse the situation. Stay out of this, Evan, she snaps, her eyes flashing. This is between me and Marty. Actually, it involves everyone you've lied to, I retort, my frustration boiling over. You've been manipulating both of us. You need to stop pretending to be the victim. Don't you get it? She shouts, drawing attention from the crowd. You're just mad because I didn't want you anymore. The crowd starts to murmur, eyes darting between us, and I can feel the judgment hanging in the air. You think this is all about you? I shoot back, my voice rising. You've hurt everyone around you, and now it's time for you to face the truth. Suddenly, Mia's composure crumbles. I can't believe you're doing this to me. You think you're some righteous martyr? You're the one who made me feel trapped. Trapped? You were the one lying and sneaking around. I yell, the anger surging through me. In a moment of desperation, Mia pushes past me, her voice breaking. You'll see what happens when you cross me, Marty. This isn't over. Before I can respond, she storms out of the party, leaving a stunned crowd behind. I can feel the weight of their gazes, some sympathetic, others judgmental. What just happened? Jake asks, clearly taken aback. I don't know, but I think she's really lost it this time, I reply, running a hand through my hair. This isn't just about us anymore. She's become dangerous. As the night wears on, whispers circulate about the confrontation, and I realize I'm not just fighting for my dignity but also for my safety. I can't let Mia manipulate me any longer. The next day, I decide to meet with Lisa to strategize our next move. We need to take a different approach, I say, pacing in her living room. Mia is spiraling out of control, and I don't want to give her more ammunition. I agree, Lisa replies, her brow furrowed. But we can't just let her get away with this either. We need to find a way to expose her without making it worse for you. Maybe we should gather more evidence, I suggest. If we can show how manipulative she's been, we might turn the tide in my favor. As we brainstorm ideas, my phone buzzes with another message from an unknown number. I open it, and my heart sinks. Marty, I know you think you're in control, but you have no idea what you're getting into. You'll regret everything. M. A cold shiver runs down my spine. She's not done yet, and the threat lingers in the air like a storm cloud ready to burst. I need to be careful, I murmur to myself, anxiety creeping in. Are you okay? Lisa asks, her eyes searching mine. Yeah, it's a lot to handle. We spend the next hour going over everything we have, carefully piecing together the truth about Mia. I can't shake the feeling that this is all leading to a confrontation I'm not prepared for. As the sun sets, casting shadows across the room, I realize that I've reached a breaking point. I can't keep living like this, constantly looking over my shoulder, waiting for Mia to strike. I'm done running, I declare, determination flooding my veins. I'm going to confront her one last time, and I'm not backing down. Lisa looks at me, concern etched across her face. Just be careful, Marty. If she feels cornered, she might do something irrational. I know, I reply, my voice firm. But I can't live in fear any longer. The next day, I find out Mia is hosting a small gathering at her apartment. It feels like the perfect opportunity to confront her. I text Jake, letting him know my plan, and he agrees to back me up. As I walk into her building, my heart pounds in my chest. This is it. I step into the elevator, and as it ascends, I feel a mix of dread and determination wash over me. When I arrive, the door is slightly ajar, and laughter drifts out into the hallway. Taking a deep breath, I push it open and step inside. The atmosphere is charged with energy as Mia's friends mingle, but as soon as I enter, silence falls. All eyes turn to me, and I spot Mia in the kitchen, her smile faltering as she sees me. What do you want, Marty? She asks, her voice icy. I want the truth, I reply, my voice steady despite the tension in the room. I'm tired of your games and lies. It's time we settle this once and for all. You really think you can just barge in here and demand anything? She retorts, crossing her arms defensively. Yeah, I do, I say, feeling the energy shift. I know what you've been doing, and I won't let you manipulate everyone around you any longer. Mia's expression hardens. You think you're the victim? You're the one who ruined everything. Ruined everything? You've betrayed me, and now you want to play the victim card? I fire back, frustration boiling over. Just then, one of her friends steps forward, confusion written across her face. What's going on here? MIA, is this true? MIA shoots her a warning glance. Stay out of this. But the truth is out, and her friends are starting to question her. MIA, we need to know what's happening, another friend says, concern creeping into her voice. This is none of your business. MIA snaps, panic rising in her eyes. It is our business if you're lying to us, I say, my voice steady. You betrayed me, and now you're trying to cover it up. Mia's facade begins to crack, and I can see the desperation in her eyes. You don't understand. I was just trying to find happiness. By destroying mine? I shoot back, feeling the anger welling up. Just then, one of Mia's friends speaks up. MIA, if this is true, you need to come clean. The room falls silent, tension thick in the air. I can see the panic spreading across Mia's face as she realizes she's losing control. You're all being ridiculous, she shouts, frustration boiling over. Am I? I ask, my voice steady. You're the one who's been playing everyone for fools. You need to take responsibility for your actions. Mia's eyes narrow, and in that moment, I see her panic turn to rage. You'll pay for this, Marty. I'll make sure you regret everything. Before I can respond, she lunges toward me, shoving me back against the wall. The room erupts into chaos as her friends gasp in shock. MIA, stop, someone shouts, trying to pull her back. Get off me, she yells, thrashing against their grip. In the chaos, I see my opportunity. You're the one who needs to back off, MIA. I shout, pushing past her friends and stepping toward the door. I'm done with you. As I push through the crowd, I hear her voice rising in a mixture of desperation and anger. You'll regret this, Marty. I'll ruin you. But I don't look back. I step outside, breathing heavily, feeling the weight of the confrontation lift off my shoulders. The night air is cool against my skin, a stark contrast to the chaos I just left behind. Jake is waiting for me outside, concern etched on his face. What the hell just happened in there? MIA lost it, I reply, my heart racing. But I stood my ground. I won't let her manipulate me any longer. Good, he says, relief washing over him. But we need to stay vigilant. She's not going to take this lying down. As we walk away from the building, I can feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. I know this isn't the end. MIA will retaliate, and I need to be ready for whatever comes next. The following days are tense, filled with anxiety as I wait for Mia's next move. I keep my phone close, expecting messages or calls, but nothing comes. It feels eerily quiet, and I can't shake the feeling that something is brewing beneath the surface. Then, one evening, I receive a text from an unknown number. You think you've won, Marty? You have no idea what I'm capable of. My heart drops as I read the message, fear creeping in. This isn't over, I whisper to myself, determination rising once again. That weekend, I meet with Jake and Lisa at the diner to discuss my next steps. As we sit at our usual booth, the weight of uncertainty hangs in the air. What are you thinking? Jake asks, concern etched on his face. I'm not going to let MIA have the last word, I reply, my voice steady. I need to gather more evidence, maybe even go to the authorities if she keeps threatening me. Lisa nods in agreement. That's a smart move. If she's escalating, it's best to have everything documented. Just as I'm about to respond, my phone buzzes again, and I see another message from the unknown number. Meet me at the park tonight if you want to settle this once and for all. M. My stomach drops. She wants to meet, I say, showing them the text. Are you really considering it? Jake asks, his tone serious. I have to, I reply, feeling the weight of the situation pressing down on me. I need to face her one last time. As night falls, I arrive at the park, my heart racing as I scan the area. The trees loom ominously in the moonlight, and a sense of foreboding washes over me. "Marty!" I hear Mia's voice call out, and I turn to see her stepping out from the shadows. "Why did you want to meet?" I demand, trying to keep my voice steady. "Because I need you to understand something," she says, her expression unreadable. "This isn't just about you and me. It's about power." "Power?" I scoff. "What are you talking about?" "I can ruin you, Marty." "You've made a mistake by crossing me," she warns, her voice low and menacing. "You think I'm afraid of you?" I reply, anger boiling over. "You've lost everything, MIA. You think you can manipulate me into submission again?" "You don't even realize how deep this goes," she says, stepping closer. "I've got connections, people who will back me up." "Good luck," I shoot back, feeling the adrenaline surge. "I'm done playing your games." Suddenly, she pulls out her phone, her expression shifting to one of smug satisfaction. "I've already made arrangements." "You think you're the only one who can play this game?" My heart races as I realize what she's implying. "What are you talking about?" "You'll see." "This is just the beginning, Marty," she says, her voice dripping with malice. "You've no idea how far I can go." With that, she turns and walks away, leaving me standing in the darkness, uncertainty gnawing at my gut. The threat lingers in the air like a storm cloud ready to burst. I turn to leave, my mind racing with fear and anger. I can't let her get away with this, but the reality sinks in, MIA is more dangerous than I ever realized. As I drive away from the park, my heart pounds with a mix of dread and determination. I refuse to let her destroy my life any longer. I'm ready to fight back, to take control of my future, no matter what it takes. In the days that follow, I find myself on high alert. I document every interaction, every strange message that comes my way. I reach out to friends for support, determined not to let MIA isolate me. One afternoon, as I'm at home scrolling through social media, I see a post from Lisa. She shared a story about MIA, detailing her manipulative behavior and the lies she's told. My heart races as I read through the comments, some supportive, others questioning. I feel a flicker of hope. This might turn the tide, I murmur to myself. Just then, my phone buzzes again, and I see a message from MIA, "You'll regret what you did to me." This isn't over, and I'm not backing down. The finality of her words sends a chill down my spine. "You're right about one thing, MIA, I say quietly to myself. This isn't over." As the days stretch on, I remain vigilant, preparing for whatever move she might make next. I refuse to be caught off guard again. Then, one evening, as I sit on my couch, my phone rings, and the name on the screen sends a rush of anxiety through me. It's Mia's number. With trembling hands, I answer. "What do you want?" "You should have listened to me, Marty," she says, her voice icy. "I warned you." "What do you mean?" I ask, my heart racing. "I've got everything I need to destroy you," she says, her tone dripping with malice. "I'll make sure everyone knows who you really are." "Do your worst," I reply, trying to sound brave but feeling the fear creeping in. "Don't say I didn't warn you," she threatens before hanging up. I sit in stunned silence, the reality of her words sinking in. I've unleashed a storm, and I have no idea how powerful it will become. But one thing is certain, I won't back down. I refuse to let her take control of my life any longer. I'm ready to fight for my freedom, no matter the cost. As I prepare for the next battle, I realize that this isn't just about revenge, it's about reclaiming my life and putting an end to the manipulation once and for all. I take a deep breath, determination flooding my veins. The game is on, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. No matter how dark it gets, I won't let MIA win. The confrontation may have just begun, but I will fight to the end.